Hollywood, California in the 20s was Mecca for thousands of aspiring young men and women with dreams of glory and riches. But one young man who came to Hollywood in those days dreamed dreams of another kind. His name, HMS Richards. His dream, to harness the new magic of radio and place it in the service of Jesus Christ. The glory he sought was for the risen Lord who would soon return. Today, HMS Richards recalls how it all began up in Canada when he was serving as pastor of the Ottawa Church a long, long time ago.
I went down to Kingston to help out in campaign there with George Bellow. And for some reason, they were away from home that night, and I was alone. It was right in the midwinter. A big blizzard was blowing, and the bed I was sleeping in was an iron bed, and he'd fixed up a little radio receiver there with the old earphones and so on. I listened in, and I heard someone speaking from the United States through all that storm, and I could still hear him a little bit. And came to me right there. What an opportunity. We could reach millions of people where we only reach one or two today, or a small group. And that's where the thing first came into my mind. And when I came down here, there were many radio stations, and I was asked to speak on those just for a morning devotional. I was holding evangelistic campaigns in big tents, mostly in tabernacles. And Bakersfield, Fresno, Visalia. Visalia was first, and on up the valley. And I began to talk about wanting to be on the air, and I thought we should be on the air. And I went so far as to say that I really believed God wanted me on radio.
In those days, the program was called The Tabernacle of the Air.
Been a-listening all the day, been a-listening all the night long.
In the year 1935 or 6, a group of college students that came out from Texas, known as the Lone Star Four.
Three brothers, the Crane brothers. Lewis was the first tenor, and Waldo was the second. Wesley was baritone, and Ray Turner was the basso profundo in excelsis, as I called him. I was holding meetings in Long Beach, and they came through there and they sang around in different places and sang for me in my tabernacle, and I thought, oh, if I could have something like that.
The year was 1937. The Lone Star Four was now the King's Heralds, and the Tabernacle of the Air gave way to a new program. It was called The Voice of Prophecy.
Loud let it ring, Jesus is coming again. Cheer up the pilgrims, be joyful and sing. Jesus is coming again.
From Los Angeles, California, the voice of prophecy comes to you, a voice crying in the wilderness of these latter days, prepare ye the way of the Lord.
The big moment came on January 4, 1942.
Good evening, America, and all of our listeners everywhere. We wish you every blessing as you listen to our broadcast tonight.
The Voice of Prophecy had gone network coast to coast.
In 1947, the Voice of Prophecy went worldwide, over Radio Luxembourg in Europe and over KZRH in the Philippines. And in 1952, the Voice moved into new quarters in Glendale, California, where it was to remain for the next 25 years.
My peace I give unto you.
And it's amazing how fast time has gone. I just can't believe it. I came here in 1947. And then, of course, as time went on, I met the man with the famous mustache. And I was very frightened of him at first, as some people are who don't know him. I think what I like the most about him, besides the fact that he's one of the most interesting people I've ever met, he's so genuine, he's so loving. As some old lady many years ago put it, he's thick with the Almighty. He loves God, and this just comes through. But this doesn't make him stuffy. He's a very pious person, but he's also has another side. But he just sees the funny side of life.
Until next week, have faith in God. Salvation's full and free. Have faith in God for blessings yet to be. Have faith in God. He cares for you and me. Have faith, dear friends, in God.
And friends, that's our story. You've seen God's blessing in the past. The future? Well, that depends upon you.